government of Japan has named the city of Kisarazu as the hometown for Nigerians willing to live and work in the country as part of its strategic efforts to deepen cultural diplomacy, promote economic growth, and enhance workforce productivity. Under this new partnership, announced on the sidelines of the 9th Tokyo International Conference for Africa Development, the Japanese government will create a special visa category for highly skilled, innovative, and talented young Nigerians who want to move to Kisarazu to live and work.
The African Democratic Congress, popularly known as the ADC, has blasted the federal government over claims that Japan is set to offer Nigerians a special visa package. Now, on the surface, this sounds like a big opportunity. Who wouldn't want a chance to live and work in one of the world's most advanced economies? But according to ADC, the story is nothing more than propaganda. So what's really going on here? Why is ADC calling out the Tinubu-led government? And more importantly, what does this mean for millions of Nigerians who are desperate for opportunities abroad? Stay tuned, because on today's episode of Breaking 247, we're diving deep into this hot political controversy, the facts, the lies, the politics, and the impact on ordinary Nigerians. In the past few days, news headlines and social media posts started circulating that Japan would begin offering a special category of visas to Nigerians. The report spread like wildfire. For many young Nigerians, it sounded like music to the ears. After all, in a country battling record inflation, fuel price hikes, joblessness, and insecurity, the idea of a guaranteed pathway out, the visa to Japan, felt like a lifeline. But then came the twist. The African Democratic Congress came out swinging. They accused the federal government of misleading Nigerians. In a strongly worded statement, the ADC branded the claim as false, baseless, and nothing more than an attempt to distract Nigerians from the harsh realities at home. So the big question is, did the government deliberately lie? Or is this just ADC playing politics? Let's unpack this step by step. Analysts believe the Tinubu-led government may have pushed this Japanese visa story for several reasons. Number 1, to paint a picture of international goodwill. If Nigerians believe that powerful countries like Japan are opening their doors to them, it creates a sense that Nigeria is respected globally, and by extension, that Tinubu's foreign policy is working. Number 2, to score political points. The government has been under fire since day one: subsidy removal, rising fuel prices, skyrocketing cost of living. By floating a Japan visa opportunity, they can tell Nigerians, look, things are tough at home, but the world is recognizing you. Opportunities are coming. Number 3, to shift attention away from domestic crisis. Nigerians are frustrated with inflation, insecurity, and mass unemployment. A visa story diverts public anger, even if temporarily. But according to ADC, all this is nothing but false hope, and Nigerians deserve the truth, not propaganda. The ADC has been very vocal in its opposition to Tinubu's government. They argue that Nigeria doesn't need fake promises about Japanese visas. What Nigerians truly need is stable jobs right here at home, security of lives and property, affordable food and fuel, a functioning economy that actually works for the people. In their words, instead of encouraging what Nigerians call the Joppa syndrome, that mass exodus of young people leaving the country, the government should be fixing the economy, creating jobs, and giving citizens a reason to stay. And honestly, they have a point. Because no matter how many visa opportunities come up abroad, if Nigeria itself remains broken, then we would just keep losing our best and brightest. Now, let's be fair for a moment. If Japan were to actually roll out a special visa program for Nigerians, what would the benefits be? First, job opportunities. Japan has one of the world's fastest aging populations. Millions of Japanese workers are retiring, and the country desperately needs foreign labor, especially in healthcare, construction, engineering, and IT. Nigerians could fill those critical gaps. Second, skill development. Nigerians who go abroad often gain world-class experience. Many of them return home with valuable skills and knowledge. Third, remittances. Every year, Nigerians in the diaspora send billions of dollars back home. A Japan-Nigeria visa deal could mean more remittances, more money for families, and more foreign exchange for Nigeria's struggling economy. And fourth, stronger bilateral ties. Such a program could deepen Nigeria's relationship with Japan, opening doors for investment, trade, and cooperation. So yes, on paper, this would sound like a golden opportunity. But there's always another side to the coin. If such a visa scheme existed, Nigeria could face brain drain. More young, educated, and skilled Nigerians would leave, leaving behind a weaker local workforce. Second, false hope. If the visa doesn't exist, and right now, ADC says it doesn't, Nigerians waste their time, money, and energy chasing a dream that never materializes. Third, exploitation risks. Without strong agreements in place, migrants in Japan could face poor working conditions, low wages, or even outright mistreatment. And finally, weak governance at home. If the government keeps pushing stories about foreign visas, it may use that as an excuse not to fix the Nigerian economy. Instead of building industries and creating jobs here, leaders just say, "Go abroad, opportunity awaits you." This is why ADC is so angry. They argue that Nigeria's salvation cannot come from visas, it must come from sound policies, good governance, and a real commitment to nation building. Make no mistake, this fight is bigger than just Japan or visas. This is political. The ADC is trying to position itself as the voice of truth, the watchdog against what it calls the deceptive tactics of the Tinubu administration. They know Nigerians are suffering. They know people are frustrated. And they believe the ruling party, APC, is failing. By exposing what they call the fake Japanese visa propaganda, ADC is hoping to score credibility, win public sympathy, and build momentum ahead of future elections. For Tinubu, this is about survival, keeping Nigerians hopeful enough to reduce anger. For ADC, this is about seizing the narrative, proving that the government is lying and that they, ADC, are the ones speaking truth to power. At the core of this battle is one fundamental question: should Nigerians keep believing promises, or should they demand accountability right now? And let's not forget, this visa story taps into a much larger issue: the so-called Joppa wave. Everywhere you turn, young Nigerians are desperate to leave. Whether it's Canada, the UK, Germany, or Australia, the dream of escaping Nigeria's struggles has become the #1 ambition for millions. And while migration can bring opportunities, it also comes with serious consequences. When doctors, engineers, nurses, and tech experts all leave, who is left to build Nigeria? This is why ADC insists that instead of feeding the Joppa dream, government must fix the root problems: insecurity, corruption, unemployment, and a lack of infrastructure. Because at the end of the day, no country has ever developed by exporting its best talent. So here's the reality: whether or not Japan ever offers a special visa, Nigerians must face a hard truth: running abroad cannot be the only solution. ADC's attack on Tinubu may be politically motivated, but it raises an important point: Nigerians deserve honesty. Not propaganda. Not distractions. Now, the question I put to you is simple: do you think ADC is right to call out the government? Or is this just another case of opposition politics? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's have a real conversation about where Nigeria is heading. And if you found value in today's breakdown, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Breaking 247, where we give you the insight behind the headlines. Because remember, in Nigerian politics, the truth is always deeper than the story.